Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and this time we have Pump Fun. Again, this is a very risky play, so be sure to be very careful about it and smash that like button if you haven't already. But seemingly live streams have been absolutely insane, and this is for one simple reason. And again, it's super risky. People are doing weird stuff and they're making tons of money off it. But this is my prediction. I missed out on Kick, I missed out on Twitch, and I'm not gonna miss out on Pump Fun. So the reason why Pump Fun has a lot of opportunities is because it has infinite money, and this is why I think it's gonna survive here for a long time. So I started a little experiment, and the issue is it's getting much more competitive, but there is plenty of people who have made lots and lots of money. Some people have even made, $250,000, the top streamer in the last 2 days. Again, this is because it's not like Pump Fun is paying them. It's literally because they are building a community there, and the community is trading the token. If someone sells, if someone buys, you get about 0.05% to 0.9%, up to 0.9%. Anyway, if you want to be in this industry, you cannot just do random stuff. You gotta be in there long term. See, so look at this person, for example. This person started just yesterday and has a market cap. And again, guys, I want to tell you that trading meme coins is super risky. So I do not advise that. It's super risky and you can lose money. Starting a stream and building a brand is much, much easier. So for example, this person didn't even put any money in, or actually he bought, just a small amount. This is the reason he makes money. He made 15,000 in the last day is for a very simple reason. He's documenting his journey. He's building his brand. He's live 24/7. And this is a little experiment I made. Can you still make a live stream? So this is my long-term project, guys. I'm going to leave a link in the description, but I'm going to tell you exactly what this is about. I'm entering pump.fun for the long term, and I'm going to be streaming there as well because I feel like, when I was looking at it 3 months ago, it wasn't profitable until they changed their profitability sectors. And there's a lot of potential to stream on Pump Fun for that reason. You can make a lot of money. It's just going to get super competitive in the next few days. Now, because it will get more competitive, the issue here is there is way more streamers than there is viewers and buyers right now. So just realize that. But that doesn't mean that there are plenty of people, even in like 24 hours, so many people made money. But just know that there is plenty of streamers who are streaming every single day, and it's an anomaly to actually have like a market cap of 16 million. So for example, this person is streaming his turtle 24/7. He has like 10K. He bought, this. So he wants to stream it up. He wants to get it up, right? And he's always streaming the turtle. So how much has he made? $11, right? So just realize that a lot of streamers are saying you can make 10,000 a day. Yes, you can, but again, not by trading. It's about building a long-term plan. Like, for example, Unemployed, right? Unemployed made money. So what he did is he made 100,000 by actually quitting his job, and he was paid to stream. And here's the thing, about this, it's all about long-term plan. Long-term plan is the most important factor here. You gotta be here for the long run. You gotta add something new. So if you just make a 24/7 stream, or you could even, so I saw Meta, some people even copied live streamers. And then, a lot of people document their own journey. So some people were homeless, some people had a bus, and they used this. They were already maybe streaming, and they used this as an alternative to show, what's going on. And people were like, hey, that's a pretty cool idea. Let's join on that. So I know this advice is pretty simple. So for example, I really like this one. He's trying to be the longest time on Pump Fun, and he's streaming, Fortnite. So again, it is interesting what people are doing. I am looking at here, for example, 50K, and is Pump Fund gonna be the biggest streaming? Like, is it gonna be bigger than Kick? Now, here's the thing. People use it because it's super profitable. The issue here is longevity. You gotta find out what can you do differently on this stream, or will you use it as an alternative. So I'm gonna use here my own project. So this is gonna be a long-term project. When I go stream, I will always be live. So I was live like 1 hour, 3 hours yesterday. And this is my long-term plan. So you guys can check it out. I'll leave a link in the description below. But you have a pretty clear idea that you can still make money here. But I feel like that, when you are thinking of big money, just realize that it might take a lot more work, or you need to be very lucky. And the reason why Kick and, Pump Fund will survive for the long run is because they have infinite money and they're doing all these airdrops. So there has been a rumor of, stuff like that. Again, their trading side, it's super risky, and never do it. And it's very stressful as well. I wouldn't recommend it. But their streaming side, this is finally a way for creators to get paid a very good amount directly. There's no need for a middleman. There's no need for sponsors. This is the way that people could make money, especially if they're in their own niche. So yeah, this is going to be a long-term one. It only has 1% of actual viewership of Twitch right now. And it has also 10% of that of Kick, if I remember correctly. So it's still very early stages, and the big explosion happened actually 1 to 2 days ago. I was considering starting streaming 2nd of September, but it still was super competitive, and it still didn't make any sense, right? Looking at their stats, their analytics. But I am going to be here teaching people for the long run on what Pump.Fun is, and I'll tell you guys everything about it. So smash that like button. I'll keep you guys updated.